is to please gods. Therefore, Deva Tarpanam, Gayatri Tarpanam, that's what we are doing there. We are offering that. It's like a welcome drink for Gayatri now. And we are entering into Gayatri Mantra Japam. Sandhyavandanam has 3 phases. First phase is Arghya Pradanam. Second phase is Gayatri Mantram. Third phase is Digdevata Namaskaras and Bhumya Kasad Vandanas, Stotras, Parayanas, all that. That is the third phase. Now, what normally people think is doing Gayatri is Sandhyavandanam. No. Doing Gayatri is Gayatri only. And Gayatri doesn't work unless you do Sandhyavandanam. Sandhyavandanam means whatever we are doing now. If somebody has to get a result of Gayatri mantra, Sandhyahi no asuchir nityam, I said on the very first day. Anarha sarvakarmashu. He is not entitled, he is not eligible. He has not got the, I may be very intelligent man, but if I don't write my entrance test for a university in, let us say, IIT, for example, if I don't write the test, I don't get IIT seat. I can't call myself an IIT graduate or an IIM graduate. I may be intelligent, doesn't matter. Have you written entrance test? You can't go and say, no, I'm more intelligent than anybody else in your college, but I don't want to write exam. Give me IIT degree. No, they will say, sorry, you have to come through the process. Like that. If you don't do Arghya Pradana, you are not eligible for doing Gayatri also. Even if you do, it is not considered. Even if you say, I am an IIT man, nobody will recognize you because you have not got the seat. You have not written the entrance exam. Like that. So, second part is now Gayatri Mantra. We are entering into that phase now. We have offered Arghya Pradana to Surya Bhagavana. Therefore, we have become entitled. We have become eligible. We have passed the entrance test now to sit into IIT. Okay. So now we started doing Gayatri. In Gayatri, what we are doing? We are doing a mantra. Now, what is mantra? I explained other day. Mantra is nothing but creating a vibration, a frequency. Varnaswaram, Matra Balam, Samam Santanaha. The combination of all these 6 parameters put together will form a mantra. You can't chant the way you want it chant. Like nowadays, they are putting it in doorbells, in reverse horns, etc., etc. That is not Gayatri Mantra. You may say the same thing, but it is not Gayatri Mantra. The letters may be the same. As I gave you an example of other day on national anthem, you can sing your national anthem the way you want it, but that is not national anthem. If you want to sing a national anthem, there is a rhythm. For that, you have to follow that rhythm. Jana Gana Mana Adhinayaka Jaya He Bharata Bhagya. That's how if I go, then I'm singing a national anthem. But if I use Jana Gana Mana Adhinayaka Jaya He Bharata, I may be having respect to the country, but that is not called national anthem. Likewise, mantra has these characteristics. You have to bear that in mind first, because you are generating frequencies of sound, scientifically speaking. You want to connect it to 102.8 kilohertz frequency so that you can listen to MS Subbalakshmi. You have to tune it to 102.8 only. You can't do it in 102.79 also. It will not catch. Even if it catches with disturbance. We say signal drop. So Gayatri Mantra is it is called Mantra Raja. There are 7 crores, which is 70 million. Yeah. 70 million mantras. 70 million mantras. Out of these, the king of all the mantras is Gayatri Mantra. Why? Because it has all devatas. We chant that. We say, Devanam Dhama Namasi. Asi means it is there. To exist, Asi means. Devanam, that means all devatas. Dhama is a place of residence. We have got what is called as Char Dham Yatra, they say. In Sanskrit, Dhamamu means residence. So the residence of all devatas, and Nama means name. That means care of address, rather. The care of address for any devata you name, it is Gayatri. This is what it is said in Vedas. Devanam Dhamanamasi. When we chant Om Ityeka Aksharam Brahma From there, we go on saying that Vishwamasi Vishvayuhu, Tattvamasi Tattvayuhu, Sarvamasi Sarvayuhu, Abhibhurom, Gayatri Avahana. Before that, we say this. Ayatu Varada Devi Aksharam Brahma Sammitam Gayatri Chandasam Matedam Brahma Jusastvame Yadannat Kurte Papam Dadannat Pratimuchate Yadratriyat Kurte Papam Dadratriyat Pratimuchate Sarvavarne Mahadevi Sandhya Vidye Saraswati Ojosi Sahosi Balamasi Brajosi Devanam Dhamanamasi. This is what we are saying. So Gayatri is care of address for all devatas. So therefore, if you do Gayatri Upasana, you don't have to do separately again for Lakshmi Upasana, for Lalita Upasana, for Siva Radhana, for Vishnu Puja. Nothing is required. They say if you do Sandhyavandanam, that is enough here. Don't do anything else if you can't. If you want to do it well and good. It doesn't stop you from doing other things also. But stopping Sandhyavandanam and doing other things is disrespect to the God. So therefore, they don't accept. Because Devanam Dhamanamasi. It says Ojosi, Sahosi, Balamasi, Brajosi. Ojas means, Ojaha is, we have got 5 Karmendriyas and 5 Gnanendriyas. These are called sensory organs. The organs that are given to us by God. In our human body, there are 5 Karmendriyas, we call them. Tvak Chakshusrotra Jikhvagranam Panchanam Jnanendriyanam Vak Panipadapastayunam Panchanam Karmendriyanam. This is what Vedas say. Human body has unique capabilities which other animals do not have. That's why Shankara Bhagavad Pada said, Jantunam Narajanma Durlabham. It's not easy to get this body. By luck and sheer punya of crores of earlier janmas, we got this body. The soul has entered into this body. Because we have no choice. God gave us this opportunity for this 80, 90, 100, whatever years you live. Now, choice is, He gave the choice to us. He said, you want to live like a dog or any animal which is busy, ahara nidra, bhagamaidhu nancha, sadharanenaiva pashabirnaranam, which leads its life like this. An animal which is born, it takes food, it also feels hunger. Man also feels hungry. It sleeps, man also sleeps. When I say man, take it as woman also. Okay. Mankind, I mean. Okay. So this is common. If somebody leads his life only to earn, to beget children, to develop them, to educate them, that's all part of your responsibility. You must do it. But don't stop there. Because He has given you some other additional faculty called buddhi. A man can decide whether the food is hygiene or not, whether this is time to eat or not, whether this is the place to eat or not, whether this is the way to eat or not. A dog cannot decide. If it feels hungry, it will eat whatever is available. I'm talking about a street dog. It can't decide. It can't decide whether to sleep on the road or not. It sleeps on the road. Even if a car comes, you have to stop it, blow horn, then it gets disturbed, it wakes up, it sees something in front of it, then it goes out. But a man doesn't sleep like that. When he feels sleepy, he waits, he holds himself, he comes to his bedroom and then locks himself and sleeps. This is called buddhi. The buddhi, the ability to decide what is good and what is bad. That is in simple terms, that is buddhi. The ability to decide what is good and what is bad is prevailing in man. So therefore, it says make use of that. Now, I came from organs, sensory organs. Jnanendriyas, they are called indriyas. You have got eyes to see what is good. You have got ears to listen beautiful music and to get satisfaction out of that. Right? You have got tongue to taste. You have got nostrils to smell. These are all called Jnanendriyas because they give you knowledge about an item. You look at something that's beautiful. The beautifulness you are able to see, it gave you the knowledge. You like it sweet. You tasted something, you found it sweet. So it is giving you this indriyam, this organ of tongue, for example, is giving you, that is called jihvendriya. So you are able to smell nice fragrance. Sugandham, that is called. You are able to say this is sugandham because that knowledge is given by nostrils. So it is called, these are all called gnanendriyas. Like this, you have karmendriyas. You do it with your hands. You do some work with your hands. You do work with your legs. You walk around. You go around the places. Vak pani pada pastayonam. So these karmendriyas and gnanendriyas given by Lord along with this human body are controlled and governed by what is called as buddhi. The ability to decide, because it tells you, your mind, your consciousness, that tells you what is good and what is bad. Everybody will know. To lie is bad. They know. Those who lie also will know that I am not supposed to lie. Satyam vada is not a great thing. Everybody knows, but still people lie. Why? Because of expectation of something. So this ability, the faculty to decide what is good and what is bad must always be directed in such a manner that it decides what is good and does only what is good. Because mind has control on these organs. Mind tells that flower is beautiful. Go pluck it. It tells what? What sees that? I see that first. I see that and tell to mind, look, there is some green color flower, unique flower. Then mind looks at it and then says, yeah, that is beautiful. So come on, let us pluck it. Now, neither the eyes nor the mind can pluck it. What will pluck? Hand should pluck. Now, mind will give instruction to hand, says that go and pluck it. Now, hand will say, I can't pluck it, it is too far. Then mind will tell the legs, it will say, take the hands to the tree. Now, mind will direct the legs and legs will walk to the tree. Now it says, now you have reached. Mind will tell the hands. It says, it lifts the hand and it says, I am not able to reach there. Then mind will tell again to the body, look, on the right side, you have got a stool. Pick that stool. So it will go and pick that stool and put it there. Now you will climb the stool. Then it climbs the stool. Then it picks up. All these instructions are given by mind. Okay. And then over and above this mind, you have got what is called as consciousness. We call buddhi. This buddhi should tell mind, mind your business. That flower doesn't belong to you. It's not yours. It's somebody else's. Did you ask his permission? Did you check with them whether you can pluck that? Have you thought about what will be the pain caused to the tree if you are plucking that flower at that stage? Is it okay to pluck this now? Or should you let it fall on its own and then take it? All these questions will come to the human mind, to the consciousness, buddhi, what we call. Now, what mind does is, out of its eagerness or wishfulness or desire, intense desire to acquire things. I gave you an example of flower, could be anything else. Okay. He is already a diabetic, but looking at one jalebi, he wants to eat. His wife stops him, but he doesn't stop. So righteousness is something which is decided by the consciousness, and that consciousness is given to human body. Now, when it comes to organs, we think we are seeing, eyes are seeing. I have got eyes, I am able to see. I have got hands, I am able to lift. I have got legs, I am walking. This is what a man feels until such time, one fine day he will start seeing something blurry. Then he will go to the eye doctor. Ophthalmologist will say, he will test that and say, I think your vision is affected. You need some glasses. Now, what happened to his vision? If his eyes were seeing all along, he still has eyes, isn't it? He still has eyes. He is able to see, but he is able to see something which is blurred. Likewise, he still has his legs. But suddenly you will start saying, I am not able to walk like I used to walk in the past. Now I am developing knee pains. Now a person who used to lift 100 kgs weight, a weight lifter, for example, I used to lift earlier. You have heard of this with your grandfathers and great grandfathers, isn't it? Or elderly people will say, I used to lift 100 kgs. Now I am not able to hold water bottle. What changed? He still has the hand. So it is not your organs that you are visible to you. If you think you have ears and you are able to hear, therefore, you are mistaken, my dear friend. Because philosophy says there are many people who have got ears, but they can't hear. They can't listen. They don't have the ability to listen. Mere having an organ doesn't entitle you to the universal benefits what you are enjoying. Understand, there is some force behind these organs. Mere having eyes, you can't see. There are people who have got eyes, but they can't see. There are people who have got ears, they can't hear. There are people who have got legs, they can't walk. And they got people who have got hands, they can't lift. They call paralysis. Doctors have given some name to that. They said it is called paralysis. So you can't lift your hand anymore now. He has a hand. Till yesterday he was lifting, but today suddenly he can't lift. So there is a force, there is a Shakti, there is an energy behind each of these organs that is letting the organs perform their duties. And if that energy disappears, the organ becomes useless. And that is called Ojaha. Ojaha means that is the energy, the spirit behind the ability of the organs to function. Now, how long it is there, when it disappears, we do not know. Nobody knows. Even doctors cannot say. They can only say, okay, a person is affected by paralysis. But nobody can predict by 55th year of your age, you will have paralysis. No, even astrologers can't do that. Because nobody knows how long that energy or that Shakti or the divine force prevails in human body. That is called Ojaha. And that is Gayatri. That is Gayatri. So if I am able to speak, I am speaking because Gayatri is blessing me. And because of Gayatri's blessings, I am able to speak, and you are listening because Gayatri has blessed you. Otherwise, both are not possible. Like this, anything that is happening in this universe. So, Visvamasi Visvayuhu, the entire universe is spread with Gayatri. Sarvam, Sarvam means everything. Sarvamasi. Tattvamasi, Tattvam Asi is a Upanishad Mahavakyam. It's a big subject on its own. Let us not dwell too much into that. It simply says, whatever you are seeing is Gayatri. Chetana, Achetana. That means what moves and what doesn't move is also Gayatri only. So you should be able to visualize Gayatri everywhere. Now, unfortunately for us, what happened is, we have been given a picture that Gayatri is a lady. Okay. That is called Sakara Rupa. This is Nirakara Tattva. That means formless. First understand, Gayatri is formless. But we gave a form. We, in the sense, Maharshi Vishwamitra gave this form to us. He gave a form because for the beginners, it is difficult to visualize all this. So, Ojosi, like for example, Ojas, that is inside us. Okay. Now let us connect it with what we are doing. Mukta Vidruma Hema Neela Dhavala Chayayi. That is the Dhyana Sloka of Gayatri. We are meditating upon Gayatri with this sloka. Mukta Vidruma Hema Neela Dhavala Chayayi. Mukta means it's pearl. The color is white for a pearl. Okay. Vidruma is coral, which is red. Okay, a kind of red. We call it coral red. Hema, that is gold, which is shining yellow. Neela, that is sapphire, blue sapphire. Dhavala, Dhavala means a form of purity. That is, it resembles the sky. White, not white exactly, but form of white. but within that you call it metallic white. That is called dhavala. So Harshi Vishwamitra, when he has seen, these are called mantra drashtas. They were able to see the form of mantra. This Gayatri mantra, he has seen it in the form of Mukta Vidruma Hema Neela Dhavala Chayir Mukaihi. He has seen it with 5 faces. 5 faces means 5 mukhas. Panchamukha. Now Panchamukha, Satyojata, Vamadeva, Agora, Tatpurusha, Isana mukhas of Lord Shiva are also 5 mukhas. So therefore, if I am doing Gayatri Japa, I am also doing Ishvara Japa, Shiva Parayana, Shiva Nama Smarana. I don't have to separately do again. It is part of, Shiva is part of Gayatri. Not only that, Vandeva Nara Narasimha Kagarat Krodashva Panchananam. Panchamukha Hanuman. You must have heard of this. Lord Hanuman also has 5 mukhas. Vanara, Narasimha, Khaga, that means Garutmanta, Kroda, Ashva, Varaha, and horse mukha. These are the 5 mukhas of Hanuman. So he is also with 5 mukhas. Gayatri is also with 5 mukhas. So Gayatri is Hanuma, Hanuma is Gayatri. If I do, that's why you have got several Gayatris. You have got Shiva Gayatri, you have got Rudra Gayatri, you have got Vishnu Gayatri, you have got Brahma Gayatri, you have got Saraswati Gayatri. For all these gods, there is Gayatri. Therefore, if you do meditate upon Gayatri and do puja to Gayatri, do Gayatri mantra japa, you are doing all gods, taking care of all. Now, the Dhyana Sloka goes like this: Mukta Vidruma Hema Neela Dhavala Chayer Mukhais Trikshanaihi. Trikshanaihi. Trikshana, 3. Traya Ikshana. Ikshana means eyes. Traya means 3. So each face has 3 eyes. What are these 3 eyes? Now every human being has been given with 3 eyes. These are the 2 eyes which are called Bhautika Netra, Mamsa Netra, with flesh. These come with flesh and blood, and therefore they are called Mamsa Netras. To see what is the physical world, this will see what is in the physical world. With these 2, there is a 3rd eye for every human being. That is called Jnana Netra. Now this Jnana Netra is always kept closed. We hear this story, Shiva has 3 eyes and he keeps the 3rd eye always closed. If he opens the 3rd eye, there is Laya of entire universe, get immersed, submerged. That's the story that is given. You have to understand, Shiva is nothing but Deho Devale Prokto Jivo Deva Sanatanaha. This is what Veda says. So these 3 eyes, I also have 3 eyes, you also have 3 eyes. Gayatri also has 3 eyes. So I am Gayatri. A is equal to B is equal to C. Therefore A is equal to C. So I am Gayatri. You are Gayatri. Each of us are Gayatri. Mukta Vidruma Hema Neela Dhavala Chayer Mukhai Strikshanai Yuktam Indu Nibaddha Ratna Makutam. He has seen Gayatri and he found it like this. Indu means moon. Nibaddha Ratna Makutam. Makutam means it's a, kings use it for coronation. They wear it on their head. For coronation ceremony, that is put on the king's heads. Previous days, kings used to use that. So Gayatri also has that makutam. And on that makutam, she is holding moon. Yuktam Indu. That means 5 faces. All 5 faces have 5 makutas. Ratna makutam. That means with diamonds. Diamond studded crown. She is wearing a diamond studded crown with moon on that. Why moon? Because in astrological science, moon is said to be Manakkaraka. Mind can be controlled if moon is pleasant. You will feel pleasant on a full moon day. A person feels this, especially those suffering with psychiatric problems, they will get aggravated on a new moon day or a full moon day. Amavasya and Purnami. Because moon has a control on the mind. So therefore Gayatri is controlling the mind, and hence she kept it there. This is how he has seen it. And beautifully he says the next line. This is where we have to understand the real Gayatri. I'm going to stop here now today. Tomorrow I will continue. This subject is not completed. So, Yuktam Indunibaddhamat Ratnamagutam Tatvartha Varnatmikam. This is what he says. Now understand Gayatri like the Tattva behind it. Don't look at the female. Don't look at 5 heads. Don't look at the coronations. Don't look at the eyes. Understand the Tattva behind it. That means the logic behind it, the format behind it, the system behind it, the activity behind it, the force behind it. If you understand that, that is Gayatri. So I will explain that tomorrow. After the session tomorrow also, we are going to do Pratakala, Sayinkala together. Tomorrow, day after, we'll do this so that you get thorough with evening Sandhyavandanam also. That's the idea. And tomorrow we'll continue from Tatvartha Varnatmikam. Okay. Dharmasya vijayostu, adharmasya nashostu, praninam sadbhavanastu, gavam samrakshanastu, visvasya kalyanamastu. Swasti.